Opening a beehive indoors. I've been doing stuff like this for many years. Opening up beehives during the middle of winter when it's cold outside. And I don't understand why more beekeepers don't do this. First thing I do when I open a hive is I let the bees know that it's just me. And you see how they make contact with me with their antenna? As long as they have no fear of you, they will not try to sting you. But if your bees fear you, you're going to get stung every time you open a hive. And you really don't want to breathe on your bees either. See that? Isn't that cute? You just know it's okay, it's the beekeeper. No reason to be scared. And believe it or not that many bees come out of the hive, off the frames, and go to the windows. And when I'm all done, when I locate the queen, I will gather those bees up and put them in this container, and I will put the hive back together. The shim goes in between the super and the bees, and then I quickly open. I get the bees in there, shake them up a little bit, and I quickly open this and dump them in there. And usually you get all of them in, then you close it up and you strap it. And then you move the hive back to where you had it before. Because this is a smaller colony for whatever reason. And I want to check them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull out a frame. So I'm going to put this camera on pause. I just brought this hive in from outdoors. It's in the 30s outside. So the propolis is a little firm. And you take out whatever frame you can on the side, and sometimes you pop them loose. But anyway, there's some bees there, and you see how they're staying on the frame, the majority of them? And you just very gently pop loose the frames. And because I'm talking to do a video, I got carbon dioxide coming out of my mouth, and that makes them more agitated than normal. But anyway, take out frames until you locate the queen. See how they're staying on the frame? See? It's not impossible to inspect a hive during the winter inside. Or you could take an LED flashlight, move out some frames out of the deep, take an LED flashlight, and look down the side of a frame. And sometimes you can tip it a little bit, and you can look till you locate the queen. Just take out another one. So I've got cane sugar on these frames. So if I want to take a frame that has cane sugar on it, I have to move the cane sugar over and just carefully put your hive tool in there. Remember, don't kill a bee. Once you kill a bee, it's all over. They'll come after you. Just carefully pop it loose. And you see, majority of the bees are still in the hive. And gently lift it out. And look, there's some cat brood there. And there's the queen. I know this colony's okay. They may be small, so I have to help them get through winter. I use acetic acid vaporizing, and it takes several tries to get rid of the varroa mites, and during the process of trying to get rid of the varroa mites, they're exposed to virosis. So your colonies do suffer from virosis when you're using acetic acid. But the other options are stronger chemicals, which is harder on your bees. When I used formic acid, it always killed 10% of my queens. And the last time I used it, it didn't kill any varroa mites, it just killed 10% of my queens. And then you want to make note of how much honey is in the hive. Normally, if a hive is heavy heavy and hard to pick up, it's fine. If it's kind of in between, you're not really sure if it's heavy enough. When you do a hive inspection, you can get a good assessment of how much honey is actually in it. So right now, these bees are just fine. And this right here's got a good amount of honey, probably half full. So anyway, I'll put the shim back on here. This is the shim so I get access to putting sugar in. And during this late winter, I put my pollen patty through that hole. And then I can check, see how they're doing. I give them more sugar. And then, see, there aren't that many bees. It's only going to take me 10 minutes to gather these bees up and get them in this container and get them in the hive. See how simple that was? It's not rocket science. It's just basic beekeeping. And I'm about the only person I see on YouTube is doing this. Okay, thank you.